morning, campers! I'm Little Squirrel.
And I'm Hoppin' Chipmunk.
And we hope that you had a fantastic day camping and doing a scavenger hunt yesterday. It should be nice weather today, so today's challenge is learning all about the parts of an insect. Insects are different than spiders. Insects have 3 body parts: the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. 3 body parts, 6 legs, and 2 little antennae. And some even have wings, okay? But that's different than arachnids, spiders, who have 2 body parts and 8 legs, okay? So spiders are not insects. All right, in order to help us remember this, I have a little fun song for us that you're also going to listen to today. It's the Parts of an Insect song, and it goes like this. Head, thorax, abdomen, abdomen. Head, thorax, abdomen, abdomen. 6 legs that help me move all around. Head, thorax, abdomen, abdomen. And then today, once you do like a little learning about insects, you are going to design your own insect using things from nature like leaves and twigs and rocks. And you're going to make your own insect. It has to have 3 body parts: a head, a thorax, and an abdomen. It's got to have 2 antennae and 6 legs, and it can have wings if you want. And as soon as you make that creation, you're going to take a picture and post it in your journal for today, okay? All right, kiddos, it is Wednesday, May 20th today, and I hope you join us for our WebEx that we have a very special guest who reads lots of books about bugs and camping and everything. Can you guess who it is? Dun, dun, dun. You'll have to wait and see until 8:30. All right, kiddos, we are continuing on our camping catastrophe. Yesterday, Freddie, do you remember what he was looking for?
His shark head flashlight.
His shark head flashlight. So here we go. Chapter 3, Tent Trouble. I found my shark head flashlight right where Susie said it would be. Then I waited and waited and waited, but the morning dragged on forever. Robbie finally came at exactly 9 o'clock. Thank goodness, because I don't think I could wait 1 minute longer. We packed up the car and said goodbye. My mom squeezed me tight. Goodbye, honey. You and Robbie are going to have a great time camping with Dad. Bye, Susie said, smiling. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Do you remember their bet?
Yeah, it was, if Freddie comes home at night, she'll have to do Susie's chores, and if he doesn't come home at night, Susie will do his chores.
Yes, so we'll have to see what happens. Oh, we won't, said Robbie. I brought bug spray. Yeah, see you tomorrow, I said to Susie. Ta-ta. Or tonight, she whispered in my ear. I grabbed Robbie by the arm. Come on, let's go. I want to get going. I don't want to waste any more time. We jumped in the car. My dad said his goodbyes, and we were off. The ride to the campsite seemed to take forever, but we finally got there at about 11 o'clock. Mom had packed sandwiches for lunch, and we got finished just in time. Whoa, look at this campsite, I said, as I got out of the car. It's even cooler than I imagined. Close your eyes and picture what a cool campsite might look like. How fun. Look at the size of that lake. I bet there's a ton of fish in there. What should we do first? I said, jumping up and down. Do you want to go swimming or fishing? Wait just a minute there, guys, my dad interrupted. We need to work before we play. Aww. Yes, first things first, we have to set up the tent while it's still daylight. A good camper never waits until nighttime to set up their tent. Let me get it out of the car. Wait till you see the tent, I said to Robbie. It's brand new. We got it just for this trip. Really? Uh-huh, and it's huge. It has enough space for 4 people. Plus it has 2 zipper doors and an extra waterproof cover. That cover must keep the condensation from collecting on your sleeping bag. Condensation is all that little wet dew that happens overnight when you wake up. What did you say, Einstein? The cover stops the morning dew from soaking your sleeping bag, Robbie said. Robbie is a science genius. He knows everything about everything. My dad came back with the tent and set the bag on the ground. Okie dokie, boys. Let's get out the tent pieces before we get started so I can see what we've got. Boy, there were sure a lot of pieces, I said. That's what the directions are for, said my dad. You always have to read the directions first before you do anything. My dad tells me the same thing, Robbie said. Freddie, can you hand me the directions, please? Sure thing, Dad. But I looked at the pieces, and I didn't see any directions. What do directions look like, Dad? What kind of a silly question is that? They look like paper with writing on it. But I don't see any paper with writing on it. There's just a bunch of poles and stuff. Freddie, it's a small piece of paper with pictures and writing on it. I had it out last... My dad's voice trailed off. Dad? Oh no! What? I took the directions out last night and I think I forgot to put them back in the bag. Are you kidding me, Dad? I wish I were. That's okay, Mr. Thresher, said Robbie. I bet the three of us can figure out how this tent goes together. Some tents are really easy to go together. Some tents are pretty hard, so I think this might be a hard one. Yeah, Dad. How hard can it be? I like your attitude, boys. I bet we can have this tent put together in a jiffy. Well, an hour later, we were still standing on a mess of tent pieces. I give up. This is harder than it looks. I let out a big sigh and plopped myself down on the ground. You're not kidding, my dad said. We already wasted a lot of time trying to put this tent together, and now we're not even going to be able to do fishing or swimming. But if we don't put it together, then where are we going to sleep? My dad asked. We better think of something, because I was not going to lose my bet to Susie. We had to figure this out.
Why can't they sleep in the car?
They could, you're right. I have an idea, Robbie piped up. Robbie always had good ideas. What? Why don't we just lay the tent on the ground like a tarp and sleep on top of the tent, looking up at the stars? Is that a good idea?
If it rains, not.
Then a car would be a better idea.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. You're so smart. Good thinking, Robbie, said my dad. We can sleep under the stars. That sounded even cooler than sleeping in a silly tent. I bet you can see a lot of stars out here, said Robbie, looking up at the sky. The skies are probably really clear out here without all the city lights. We can look at constellations. Do you guys know what constellations are? They're where certain stars are placed in the sky, and then if you pretend to draw lines between those stars, you can make different shapes, and the stars are in the same spot every night. So once you learn the constellations, you can go out every single night, and as long as it's a clear night that you can see the stars, you'd be able to make out those same constellations. Awesome! I always wanted to do that. Then it's settled, said my dad. We'll just sleep on top of the tent. They did have some tent trouble, didn't they? In fact, so much so that they couldn't even make the tent work. So can we go fishing now? Wait, there's one more thing we have to do first. Oh, now what? We have to get some sticks and pieces of wood for our campfire. If we don't have a fire, we can't cook the fish we catch. Or our s'mores, I said, licking my lips. You like s'mores, don't you? Why don't you and Robbie take a little walk that way, he said, pointing towards the lake, and try to get as much firewood as you can to carry. Okay, Dad, we'll meet you back in a bit. Just watch where you're walking, boys. Don't stick your hands in any holes, he cautioned us. We won't, we yelled as we started to run off down the path. And don't bring any critters back with you. That's perfect for our camping and critters unit that we're in, right?
Next.
Chapter 4 is called Buzz Buzz.
So it looks like the picture on the front Because it looks like they brought back something.
Oh, some creepy crawlies, those insects, which is perfect for our journal today, right? So, Ayla, are you ready for our camp song?
Yes.
Okay, today, kiddos, we are going to do a fun song called Brush Your Teeth. And even though you would think, how does that have anything to do with camping, right? Sometimes these fun, like call and response songs or fun songs with lots of sounds in them are just fun ones to sing around the campfire, okay? All right, are we ready? When you wake up in the morning and it's 1:45 and you just want to have some fun, you brush your teeth, you brush your teeth. When you wake up in the morning and it's 1:45 and you just don't know what to do, you brush your teeth, you brush your teeth. When you wake up in the morning and it's 2:45 and you just have to say golly, you brush your teeth, you brush your teeth. And you get to make up any words you want that rhyme with those times around the clock. Have fun today, campers. Bye.
Bye.
And make sure you brush your teeth.